One.
Since 2018, Oklahoma has been ranked from 45th to 49th place in education. Education is an important part of society, and Oklahoma's education needs to improve. This improvement is important because it directly affects me, you, everyone, and even future generations. There are many solutions as to how to improve Oklahoma's education, but there is one in particular that is very beneficial. Oklahoma should re-implement Common Core standards for English and math in schools statewide. Common Core was repealed, and as a result, the education quality declined. The solution to fix this problem would be to implement Common Core standards so that Oklahoma's education quality will incline. Oklahoma has an underachieving education system. According to the U.S. Newsroom, Oklahoma is ranked 49 out of 50 in terms of education in the United States. Journalist for the Oklahoma, Alexis Aston, reported that a personal finance company named WalletHub conducted a study in which Oklahoma was ranked second to last place. The study conducted by WalletHub used a 100-point system, and Oklahoma had a score of 32.8, putting Oklahoma second to last. WalletHub used 32 different categories and graded each category on a 100-point scale. The study concluded that Oklahoma's education quality is in 50th place and the math and reading scores in 47th place, contributing to Oklahoma's overall score of 49th place. This study proves that Oklahoma's education quality and math and reading scores have declined. There are many reasons as to why Oklahoma's education system has drastically declined, but the main one would be the repealment of the Common Core standards. Oklahoma repealed Common Core standards in 2014. Common Core is a set of educational standards for English and math. 45 out of 50 states originally accepted them, and out of the 45, 4 repealed them, including Oklahoma. Former Governor Mary Fallin signed the repeal for Common Core in June 2014. Common Core would have worked had it been given more time. People and legislators needed to have patience. Common Core could not magically just fix all the damage done by the old standards that have been implemented for years. Steve Glenn, a former high school principal in Southwest Oklahoma, said, "We didn't oppose the core. We were ready for the change, and then it didn't change." However, Corey Turner, a correspondent and senior editor for NPR ED, wrote that Gay Washington, former assistant superintendent for Stillwater Educational Services in Stillwater, Oklahoma, and her teachers had just finished implementing Common Core when they got heard of the repeal. Gay Washington said, "We were sick." Teachers were looking forward to the improved standards and had high hopes that it would work. Common Core standards have been superior to old state standards in 39 states for math, 37 states for English, and 33 states for both. Heather Samus, a former English teacher for Hugo High Schools, when she heard about the core repeal, said, "I was sick to my stomach, I cried." Samus gets emotional talking about the core repeal because she says the standards were tougher than the old state standards, and she worries that her students will have a harder time getting into college and out of poverty. This proves that Common Core would have worked, and that it just really needed time, and people had high hopes. In order for Oklahoma's education to improve, something must be done, and that is the re-implementation of Common Core. Common Core implementation will allow for a better overall education system and quality education. Joshua Blayberg, an assistant professor at the University of Pittsburgh, a former senior and postdoctoral research associate at the Annenberg Institution, wrote, "High-quality education is only possible with both rigorous standards and excellent curriculum. Oklahoma has neither. Common Core implementation will result in a better curriculum and improved learning by providing teachers with rigorous standards that will hold teachers to a higher quality of teaching and instruction. Common Core is unified standards are very beneficial. Benefits of Common Core include personalized learning for students, better communication, less confusion, and more innovation and creativity. The solution to the problem of an underachieving education system is to allow for Common Core standards to be implemented, to have a sense of unity, but to allow for teachers and educators to still pick the curriculum, as well as have separate personalized state standards a little different from Common Core that still uses it as somewhat as a pillar or basis. An example of a state that has already done this is Utah. Utah just personalized the Common Core standards to their own standards, and it's called Utah Core. Utah is ranked second overall in education, according to the U.S. Newsroom, proving that Common Core worked. Oklahoma education needs drastic improvement. Oklahoma, and the way to improve it is to re-implement Common Core. Oklahoma should re-implement Common Core standards for English and math in schools statewide. Common Core was repealed, but the time to re-implement it is now. The time for change is now.